What's going on YouTube? How you doing, guys? I'm that cologne guy E, and this is Simply Put Sensa. And on this channel, we talk about some of the best and worst fragrances on the market today. My goal is to help you smell your best, but never basic. And I'm so grateful that you're all here. I have a very, very exciting episode to share with you all. I'm here live at BG on the ninth floor, which used to be like a salon. It's been converted into something else, and it's going to be fixed very, very soon. But I'm up here doing a few things, and I am really, really excited to share with you some amazing summer fragrances that will not have you smelling like you purchased your fragrance any and everywhere. These are going to be beautifully done, exclusive perfumes that have quality, that have noticeability. They're not weak, although a couple of them are on the lighter side. But typically these are fragrances that will definitely be noticed in the heat, but won't make you feel like they're wearing you. And of course, I definitely, again, don't want you to smell like every other person in the room. And I really do feel like a lot of these perfumes will allow you to stand out in a really awesome way. Of course, there's going to be a range of various things, and let's get into it. I'm not even going to wait. Not even going to waste any more time. Oh, actually, before we go into that, I do have a couple of honorable mention. So this is going to be a top 10. All of these fragrances are not going to be, I'm not putting them in order because in my opinion, they all can be number one. All of these fragrances that I'm about to share with you could literally be a one perfume on anybody's top 10 list. So instead of ranking them, I figure I'm going to just put together the top 10 ones that we have in Bergdorf Goodman for you to experience. And of course, guys, please, I'm like the new fragrance ambassador of Bergdorf. If you ever are in New York, I would love to offer you an amazing experience here in the store where I share with you like a collector's experience. Because as collectors, we have a totally different mindset than the casual shopper. And so I want to give you the experience that will absolutely blow your mind, and it will be an honor to share my expertise with you. So definitely, if you have time and you're in New York, let me know. I would love to assist you in finding your perfume. And I would, if you don't even purchase, I would just love to show you a really good time here at BG. So without any further ado, I'm going to share with you a couple of honorable mentions that are going to be releasing in the store very, very soon. One of them is the new Chanel fragrance. I don't have the bottle here because they're being worked on. But this fragrance by Chanel is called, shucks. It's called Comet. Not Comet like the bathroom cleaner, but Comet like the comet in the sky that flies through galaxies, that kind of comet. Actually, they don't fly through galaxies, they fly through solar systems. There we go. But anyway, Comet by Chanel is going to be the newest fragrance from the Les Exclusives collection, their high-end line. And I'm going to just share with you a couple of quick things. People are going to hate this. I'm going to let y'all know. People are going to hate this. But people who love just to smell nice and pretty, people who want to just smell good, they're going to love it. But the Chanel traditionalist, they're going to hate it. They're absolutely going to hate it. And I already know. This is going to be very polarizing. People who are not into Chanel is going to smell this and think, oh, that smells good. People who are Chanel maximalists, they're going to smell this and think, ugh, why? What is the reason for that? So guys, Comet is a very, very beautiful, I would say, fresh floral fragrance. And it is completely different from anything Chanel has done before. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's different compared to what they've done for their Les Exclusives collection. The Chanel Les Exclusives, the Chanel Les Exclusives collection, in my opinion, is very serious, very classic styled perfumes. Very few fragrances from that collection smell like they fit into the current era of perfume. They smell like well-done fragrances that have a very refined, almost classic style lean. Be honest with you, a lot of Chanel perfumes smell like something Chanel would have worn if she were alive in 2024. That's what I notice about the line. And I don't actually hate that because I think it's actually cool to have that type of continuity, to have a brand that is that specific. It's awesome. It's like their fingerprint. But the Liz exclusive collection has to grow. It has to broaden. It has to evolve. And a lot of people are going to hate this, but in my opinion, they shouldn't. They should embrace the evolution of what Chanel is trying to accomplish. And honestly, I feel like Chanel, like a lot of brands, are trying to appeal to a younger demo. And in doing so, I think Comet is a really beautiful, clean experience. And it's going to do very well in the summer. And literally, this fragrance is featuring iris, heliotrope, musky notes, cherry blossom. I do believe there's a little bit of aldehyde in this fragrance, but very, very little. Aldehyde is becoming like a very popular ingredient in fragrance lately. And overall, this fragrance is floral, slightly warm, fresh at the same time. It's very, very unique. It has the freshness that you would expect from musk. It has the warmth that you get from a very, very thick iris and cherry blossom. I have to say, I'm actually shocked when I look at the note breakdown on, let's say, on Parfumo, and I'll show you my screen, because it's really, really fascinating how this scent is. So let me just broaden this out. Yeah, so if you see, it has, let's see, let me just expand this a little bit. There we go. So as you can see, this fragrance has notes of iris, heliotrope, musky notes, and cherry blossom, according to Parfumo, which typically is the best source for notes in these, like, on these resorts websites. Has a nice rating, a decent longevity, and a decent sillage. I will say a lot of people will say that this fragrance is soft. However, I put it on skin and I noticed that it was coming to my nose for at least a couple of hours. So it's not a fragrance that I would consider light. It wears light, but it's not a light fragrance. It's a scent that will be noticed, but it's also a fragrance, in my opinion, that is absolutely beautiful for warmer weather. And in that case, I do feel like this fragrance is perfectly set up in terms of its performance. I really enjoy it. I really, really enjoy it. I would love, it has a powderiness to it for sure. And it does have like that Chanel vibe, but it seems like this was made for Chanel. It smells like a fragrance Chanel would have worn in her 20s had she been 20 years old in 2024. This would have been a Chanel fragrance she would have worn in her 20s, exactly, if she were existing in 2024 in her 20s. And I really do like it. It's playful. And it's completely different from any and everything else Les Exclusives has accomplished so far. And so, yeah, you're going to have a lot of people that's going to hate. But in my opinion, they shouldn't. And the next fragrance that I would love to share with you all is a new fragrance that actually has been out for a little while. And it's from the brand Ex Nihilo. And Ex Nihilo is coming out with a fragrance called Speed Legends. It was once an exclusive fragrance at one point, an exclusive. It was once an exclusive perfume, and now it is going to be released. And this is one of Ex Nihilo's most masculine fragrances. And this particular scent is called Speed Legends. Speed Legends is definitely more on the masculine traditional side. Came out in 2022. It has notes of bergamot, sage, black currant, amberwood, tonka bean, and vetiver. You'll definitely smell the sage and the bergamot. You'll definitely notice the black currant adding a little sweetness to this scent. And the vetiver base is obvious. It's definitely green, grassy, fougere, even though it's not, but it could be very, very in that world. Has a sillage level that's not too bad, good performance. And honestly, when I smelled this, I was like, whoa, this is really, really good. This is what it looks like. I don't know if my camera will do a better job, but yes, guys. So this is the fragrance. I honestly think it's going to do very well. I'm so sorry, guys. It's blown out. Speed Legends by Nihilo, one of the more masculine options from the brand. I'm glad that they're starting to even that out because a lot of Nihilo's fragrances are on the prettier side. So it's nice to have a fragrance that, you know, people who like masculine scents can appreciate. So that is the 2 honorable mentions. Now let's get into this list. And again, these are going to be all in no particular order. These are just amazing summer perfumes in niche presentations in various prices, mostly on the expensive side. I mean, I'm in Bergdorf Goodman and these are niche perfumes. What can I say, guys? But I curated options here that actually give you bang for your buck. So you're not just wasting your money on a fragrance that lasts for 2 hours and yet it's like $500 or something dollars, you know? That I'm not gonna ever do to you. And so let's just get into it. The first fragrance that I wanna share with you, I'm gonna talk about scents that I've actually mentioned in the past. The first one I want you to know about is called Town and Country by Clive Christian. I love Town and Country by Clive Christian. This perfume is supposedly a fragrance that was offered or worn by Winston Churchill. And I absolutely find that story hilarious because this does not smell like an older fragrance. This does not smell, it smells mature, and not gonna lie. It does smell like a fragrance that I would expect old money to really love. But I can also expect new money to love this too, because this just smells like a really, really beautifully done masculine freshie that smells expensive. There's nothing on the market that smells like it, although some people will get a little bit of that Aventus vibe. It doesn't smell anything like Aventus. I just want you all to know that, but it is in the similar family of scent as Aventus. And therefore, in my opinion, if I were choosing between this and Aventus, Aventus wouldn't stand a chance. This is absolutely amazing. It is very distinctive. There's nothing in the fragrance world that is duping it. And it is beautiful. It is amazingly beautiful, guys. So yeah, Town and Country, definitely one of the best summer options in the Bergdorf store. Let me give you a quick little rundown on the notes. This fragrance is considered an aromatic amber woody scent. Very good rating of fragrance notes. The fragrance notes is clary sage, ambergris, and sandalwood. There's definitely something in this fragrance that comes across very mentholy and minty. I don't know exactly. It probably is coming from the sage, to be honest. And this fragrance has tons of sage. The ambergris in the perfume is not what I would describe as animalic. And there is a warm, woody base that is clearly sandalwood. If you're looking for a summer fragrance that will last forever, that will stick on your skin and not leave, this is your friend to the end for the summer. Men and women can easily wear this, but this fragrance definitely leans more masculine, and it is an amazing commitment when you put this on. If it gets on clothing, you're gonna notice it for days. So I really, really enjoy this fragrance. I think Town and Country is absolutely special. It is one of the best fresh fragrances ever done by the brand Clive Christian. And this fragrance is just next level. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So that was the first, I had to mention that. The second fragrance that I wanted to share with you all, and damn, where do I even start? Let's go with something new that just launched. Oops, don't want to break nothing. You break it, you buy it. Anyway, the newest release from Frederic Malle, Acne Studios, par Frederic Malle. Acne Studios by Frederic Malle. So remember when I was talking about Comet and how there's a lot of traditionalists from Chanel that's going to hate that fragrance? Fast forward, Frederic Malle. Frederic Malle created this fragrance line to be very, very serious, very traditional, a niche brand that speaks to, again, a very refined old money vibe, you know? They're fragrances that I would wear with the suit, with the tux to a wedding, you know? There are not a lot of fragrances from Frederic Malle that I would describe as fun, playful, laid back, casual. Although some of them could be worn in that way. But I don't feel like there's a fragrance from that collection that literally screams, yeah, this is my chill out fragrance. This is my cool fragrance. My white t-shirt and jeans scent. This is that for them. So finally, Frederic Malle has created a fragrance that people under 50, under 40, under 30 can absolutely wear for less serious situations. And again, people are going to be mad. They're going to say, well, damn, how is it that Frederic Malle is making something that's so easy, so basic? This is not a basic fragrance. I've actually read in some Fragrantica reviews that people consider this a detergent scent, a detergent fragrance. This is not a detergent fragrance. It's clean. It smells soapy because of the aldehydes in this scent. Absolutely beautiful, but it's also sweet. But this is not detergent, and it might give off a little bit of that clean, soapy vibe in the beginning, but as it dries down, it becomes less of that, although it maintains its cleanly, sparkling nature due to the aldehyde and musk combo in the fragrance. I don't like the idea of calling this fragrance detergent, though. That's a very lazy, very, very lazy critique, if you were to ask me. In my opinion, this perfume is absolutely insane. It stays on skin forever. Like Town and Country, it does not go away. It is a little bit softer than Town and Country, but this fragrance is just beautiful. It's in that world of skin scent, and I think this is really, really well done. A great addition to the Frederic Malle collection that adds a much more fun experience, or a more chill out experience, still with an elevated flip or an elevated flair. So I really, really enjoy Acne Studios by Frederic Malle. Here, let me share with you all the breakdown. But of course, again, a lot of people are going to hate on this fragrance, call it all kinds of stuff. But I don't get it. I really, really don't get it, because it's really good. It lasts. In my opinion, this is one of the best releases that they've done over the last, like their last 3 or 4 releases have been a little bit underwhelming for the community. And this might be the same for a lot of people. But if you've never smelled Frederic Malle and you smell this fragrance, you're going to find it interesting. You're going to find it nice. And I really appreciate that they're reinventing the scent of aldehyde. Aldehyde is known as something that's very old school Chanel. Like it's been in Chanel number 5, Chanel number 22. So aldehydes was used in a lot of fragrances in the 20s. This does not smell like your this does not smell like your great-great-great-great-grandmother's Chanel fragrance at all, even though it's using a lot of the ingredients you would have smelled in that. So this is a nice reinvention of a classic note done in a way that doesn't smell classic, that actually smells modern. It definitely fits in the trend of skin scent. So think of a fragrance that doesn't smell like you're wearing a fragrance. It just smells like you had the best shower or bath ever. That's what this is doing, and it's doing it extremely well. So what the haters are saying, I don't get. They're just mad because it's expensive and it's not serious. I don't get that, you know? Does everything have to be serious if it comes from Frederic Malle? Does everything have to be, you know, mature? Why can't something be cool and relaxed, you know? Anyway, I love it. I think it's well done. I think it's really, really good. Get your nose on this. It is insane. Frederic Malle Acne Studios is really, really good. Okay, guys. So the next fragrance. Oh, and really quick, let me share with you like what people are saying on Fragrantica in terms of longevity. So I don't really care about what people think when it comes to this website, but I do appreciate the longevity rating, because that will give you an idea of how this will live on you as well. Because, hey, we're all human. We all have human skin. Of course, some of ours is drier than others, but at the end of the day, this will give you an idea of the performance factor of this scent. It's a really long-lasting musky scent. It's a really long-lasting, fresh, clean, soapy, fresh scent for the summer. You can easily get away with wearing this in the spring, the summer, fall days. I would not probably wear this in the winter, although in my opinion, this could easily be a signature scent 4 out of 4 season perfume. You could wear this literally all year and you're going to smell amazing and very, very distinctive. It doesn't smell like other fragrances on the market. So yeah, Acne Studios by Frederic Malle, a really, really great fragrance in my opinion, and absolutely well done. So yes, let me let you all smell another amazing fragrance. Well, let me let you all smell another. Another new amazing fragrance from the house of Ex Nihilo. This is not a game, guys. This fragrance is Blue Talisman. Whoa, whoa, and more whoa. Blue Talisman, wow. If you're looking for something that has a citrus vibe, if you're looking for a citrus, this is your bag. This fragrance is next level beautiful. It is very, very zesty, very, very juicy. It has like the ex nihilo vibe to it, but it's doing it in a really interesting way. It is a little bit sweet, but it also has a really nice longevity. It has notes of pear, bergamot, mandarin, and ginger. It also has orange blossom, Georgie wood, which is an interesting note, Akigala wood, musk, and ambrophix. So clearly this is a Givaudan fragrance. Givaudan literally created this, and Givaudan is on a roll. Givaudan is killing. And who created this perfume? Doesn't say. Let me share with you what my screen looks like. Honestly, I feel like this is probably the summer fragrance. This is probably like one of the best summer summer citrus options with the musky base that you can get. It has that very, very signature ex nihilo musky base, but it is really, really beautiful, very long lasting for a freshie in this world. In my opinion, it's very unisex, doesn't smell like a man or a woman. It smells both handsome and pretty. Anyone can wear this fragrance. And for the price, I gotta say, if you're gonna spend a ton of money on a citrus, this is the type of citrus you wanna spend that money on. It is very, 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 very high quality. And when you smell it, it's hard to hate. I honestly feel like this is probably one of the most likable, fresh citrus fragrances that you could possibly consider. It's compliment easy. It is very, very lovable, very likable. It's beautiful. Blue Talisman by Ex Nihilo is insanity. It's absolutely beautiful and something that you will get a lot of positive reactions from. So the next fragrance that I wanted to share with you all from the house of Amouage, Search. Search by Amouage, guys. Amouage. Amouage. Search is absolutely insane. When I first smelled Search, I was a little bit underwhelmed. I was like, I don't know about this, you know? But then I have to let you know, guys, when I actually wore it, you know, because remember when I was talking about those traditionalists? Well, I'm a Amouage traditionalist. I really, really enjoyed the fragrances from the Christopher Chong era, but the Renal Salman era is also I'm warming up to it. I'm warming up to it. He's adding a little bit more wearability to the collection. And when I first smelled Search, I was like, wait a minute, a citrus by Amouage? And when I first smelled it, I was like, I couldn't get over the citrus aspect of it, the overly dependence on citrus. Amouage has never done a fragrance with an abundant citrus scent before until this. So I was very, very, very impressed when I actually got to wear it, because this is not your typical citrus. And a lot of people are going to knock it, but this is literally citrus with frankincense, black pepper, elemi, vetiver, gaiac wood, and the top notes are lime, lemon, and mandarin. So yes, a beautifully done citrus fragrance, but when it dries down, it gets smoky, it gets resinous, and it gets grassy. I'm a huge, huge fan of this fragrance. It convinced me that it is not to be ignored. You really get to smell the gaiac wood in this fragrance, guys. Like it's really, really pumping. You know, the citrus in this fragrance, this is not a basic fragrance, but when you first smell it, if you're used to Amouage, you would consider this easy. But this is not an easy citrus. This has a lot of character. The incense in this fragrance just makes it very, very distinctive. If you would smell this and think it's a basic citrus, like me, you've misjudged it. It is very, very complex, very, very unique, and in my opinion, a really well done fragrance from Amouage, and a fragrance that you could easily wear, again, all year, but this will do really well in hot weather. especially in the evening. This could be like your warm weather night fragrance. Beautiful. Search by Amouage, insane. The next fragrance that I want to share with you all is from the house of Armani, a fragrance that in my opinion goes very, very underrated. It does not get the type of attention it deserves. It's been around for a while, but I love it. It's not a traditional summer fragrance, but in my opinion, this is a beautifully done fragrance that could easily be worn all year. In the summer, I would wear this in the evening or during like the late afternoon, and it is a fragrance called Blue Turquoise by Armani. Oof, you caught that, right? Actually, I caught that. Blue Turquoise by Armani Prive. Armani Prive, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated designer niche brands in the world, and they should not be that way. The house is so well done. People usually hate on L'Oreal, but they do an amazing job when it comes to Armani Prive. These fragrances are insane. There's nothing that smells like this except for one fragrance called Loewe by Penhaligon's, done by the amazing perfumer Bertrand Duchefort. But this is insanity, in my opinion. An amazingly beautiful, salty vanilla perfume. In my opinion, this is kind of like in that world of a solar floral, but this is done for both. Usually solar florals come across more pretty, more feminine. This is not. This could be worn by men and women, so to me, it's neither handsome or pretty. And I really, really love this fragrance. I think it's like one of the first perfumes to actually do that solar floral thing that everyone is now trying to like get on that bandwagon on. Sunkissed Goddess by Guerlain is a new solar floral that just launched. I'm wearing a really beautiful solar floral called Purple Moon by the house Oso Vert, which is a really great fragrance. I would have added it to this list, but I'm wearing it to test it and see how it lives on me before I actually offer it to you as a suggestion. But I really, really dig Blue Turquoise. Blue Turquoise is insane. It is a woody vanilla with a salty quality to it. It projects, it performs. It has incense, black pepper, salt in the opening, ylang ylang, cypriol oil or nagarmata, Indian jasmine, sandalwood, moss, and vanilla. This fragrance will stay with you like a friend to the end as well. I love this. This is the first, when I first smelled this, I was blown away. I was absolutely blown away. And it's a scent that I think will definitely get will get great responses because it doesn't smell like anything on the market currently. It does not smell like anything most people will get their nose on. Very few people even know about Loewe from Penhaligon's. It's one of the more obscure scents from Penhaligon's. If you're looking for something that's insanity, that you can wear, that's salty, if you're looking for a vanilla that you can wear in the heat, Blue Turquoise has your back. It's really, really insane. One of my favorite warm fragrances for the summer that has a freshness. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Next, guys, is from the house Loewe. Loewe is having an event in Bergdorf literally in an hour. I'm really, really excited to see how it goes. I'm excited because I have a few people coming through and it is going to be fun. This fragrance is called Drop. It is Loewe Drop from the Agua line. Guys, this is Dior Cologne Plus. If you, damn, why is this? Let me get my face out the picture. There we go. If you're looking for a scent that's like a really good alternative to Dior Cologne that actually smells very, 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 very expensive, Drop has you. I love the sprayer. The sprayer is just spraying. This is just insane, guys. A very brisk, clean, fresh, natural citrus that is absolutely no game. Oh my goodness, do I love this one. I'm a huge fan of Loewe fragrances. It's a Spanish house that does perfumes for the Spanish climate or for warmer climates, and they will absolutely do a great job in the summer. A lot of Loewe fragrances are just built beautifully for warm weather, and a lot of them also can be worn all year. This is a fragrance that I would typically wear in the spring and the summer, and it is orange blossom, labdanum leather, and bergamot. The base of leather and labdanum in this fragrance really allows this to stick. It's not a light fragrance. It's not a heavy fragrance. It will last a lot longer than Dior Cologne for sure. And in my opinion, it is an improvement on that fragrance. And that's an amazing fragrance for the heat. Loewe did an amazing job with this perfume. It is the newest launch. Actually, they launched a new fragrance that's going to be very, very vanilla. A beautiful fragrance to compete with, let's say, Jazz Club. I think it's called Cosmic. I'll be talking about that fragrance going forward, but I wanted you all to know about Drop because Drop is killing me. It is beautiful. It is zesty. The citrus in this perfume absolutely smells juicy. It doesn't come across like a fragrance that is basic. It doesn't smell easy. It has character, even though it's very, very approachable and very likable. Love this fragrance. If you're looking for a no muss, no fuss citrus, if you're looking for a no muss, no fuss citrus, these two would probably be my go-to options. Although I do have a couple of others that could work too. But yeah, no muss, no fuss. You'll smell very, very well. You'll smell good. You'll smell amazing and memorable at the same time. You will get compliments wearing them. So yeah, Drop, Blue Talisman, I would definitely consider very, very approachable, beautiful, easy, breezy citruses. And now I'm going to share with you one of the newest releases from the house, Memo. And I really dig Memo. I think Memo is killing, you know. Memo Paris makes a lot of beautiful fragrances, and they've cornered the market on leather. It's really difficult to do a better leather than what you can get at Memo. And this is a new scent from them, not a leather one though. It's called Iake. Iake from Memo is another beautifully done citrus. The other citruses, in my opinion, that I've shown you so far, they're more juicy. They're more pulp forward, whereas this is more zesty. Iake is zesty, guys. Oof, I mean zesty. This fragrance is really beautiful. I really enjoy it a lot. And funny thing, one of my people's, it has like a, man, it's really well done. Iake is bergamot, mandarin, Sichuan pepper, bitter orange, Madagascan pepper, pink pepper, currant buds, juniper berry, red currant, raspberry, jasmine, Texas cedar, and patchouli. Very complex, and it smells like it. Most citrus fragrances do not smell this rich, this complex. It doesn't have a smoky side. It doesn't have like a, it doesn't come across as unique and undone or not done before like this, like Search. But man, I don't know of a fragrance that actually, I don't know of a fragrance that's doing this. Well, I do. I know of a couple of zesty citrus forward scents, but I really, really enjoy Iake. Iake is an amazing option. Definitely one of my favorite new citrus fragrances on the market currently. And I'm going to be destroying the bottle when I get mine. I'm definitely going to buy this. It is insane. Iake, if you're looking for a beautifully done citrus that has a really beautiful longevity, like this fragrance will stay with you as well. And most citruses do not. This scent will stick with you for hours and hours and hours upon hours. Iake from Memo is a must-try freshie, in my opinion, if you're into them. And I think this will definitely impress you. It definitely impressed me. I'm really, really impressed because there's a couple of fresh Eau de Memo. There's a couple of fresh fragrances from Memo. One is Eau de Memo. And I think this and Eau de Memo could be like, if you only had two fresh fragrances, those two could kill it for you. Eau de Memo has more of a leathery style to it, and this does too. There's definitely leather in this. So another fresh leather scent from the house of Memo, doing an amazing job on skin. Iake is the fragrance. Get your nose on it if you haven't. Come to Bergdorf and I'll show it to you and I'll share it with you. It is definitely to be experienced, in my opinion. And now we're about to get down to 3 last options. My last 3 options, guys, whew, I wouldn't say they're my favorites because they're all, like every fragrance that I shared with you today so far are my favorites for the summer, clearly. That's what the whole list is about. But I really like the uniqueness of a couple of these. And the first one I'm going to share with you is a new release from the house of Guerlain, and it is called Neroli Pleine Sud. Neroli Pleine Sud. Gentlemen, so there's some fragrances that I would say definitely lean on the prettier side, like Frederic Malle, for instance, definitely leans in the prettier world, although men could wear it. I think I would wear this. I would easily wear this fragrance, Acne Studios, but I think a lot of women will find more use from it than most men. However, most men, I think, would absolutely destroy in this fragrance. Neroli Pleine Sud, what makes this Neroli fragrance special? Neroli typically comes across, and oh my goodness, it has no sprayer. Neroli typically comes across very, Neroli typically comes across very soapy, very clean. Neroli Pleine Sud is a lot more spicy than your typical Neroli fragrance. I was trying to figure out a Neroli scent to add to this list, and it didn't make any sense to not include this. Neroli Pleine Sud is probably one of the best Neroli fragrances made over the last few years. What do I love so much about it? It's distinctive. There's no Neroli fragrance that smells like this. This is not being duped. This is not a dupe of anything. And I feel like, honestly, there's a few fragrance brands that might get inspired because typically spicy Nerolis are not the thing. This is a spicy Neroli. It's soapy, it's spicy, it's long lasting. Men and women can easily wear it, but it definitely leans more handsome. And I do feel like that also filled the gap in the Guerlain exclusive collection as well, because I feel like a lot of the Guerlain exclusives smells a little bit more femme friendly. So this, I don't like looking at fragrance as far as genders, but everyone has like their limit of what they'd like to smell. Some people don't want to smell pretty. Some people don't want to smell handsome. So yeah, but I do feel like this might lean in the handsome world. It's a really, really well done scent. I could dress this up or down. And this is a Neroli fragrance with character. Most Neroli fragrances also just evaporate off your skin really fast. Like I love Artisan, what is it? I forgot. What is the Artisan from John Varvatos that was such a blunt, was such an amazing fresh Neroli, guys? Raphael, what's going on, bro? What's going on, Supply and Demand? What's going on, Will? Rob? Ah, guys, I'm so glad you're all here. Yeah, Raphael. Yeah, we did it, bro. Oh, no. I'm just going to put it like that. We did it. We did it. Between you and I, we did it, bro. Guys, there are going to be some really awesome things happening in the fall. I cannot wait to tell you the new additions in Bergdorf, the new brands that are coming into the store. I'm really excited. And I probably kind of told everyone what's going on by just saying Raphael's name and saying that sentence. But anyway, hint, hint, guys. Anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch, Neroli Pleine Sud, one of the best Neroli fragrances released in the longest. I got to tell you, there's nothing like it. It's a hidden gem. It's a I hate using the word masterpiece, but this is very unique, very undone. So yeah, I do consider this a leading Neroli perfume. I consider this a leader in the Neroli world. So if you're looking for an amazing Neroli fragrance that will not let you smell basic, you're welcome, because Neroli Pleine Sud is that scent. Next, from the house. Oof. Oh yeah, and real quick, Neroli Pleine Sud, I'm gonna let you know the notes. Ginger, turmeric, cinnamon. what Neroli fragrance you've ever smelled with turmeric and cinnamon, guys. It has orange blossom, vetiver, and sandalwood in the base. It's sticking with you. It's sticking with you. But yeah, I had to share that with you real quick. An amazing, amazing option. But the next fragrance is from the house, Victoria Beckham. And the fragrance is called Portofino 97. And this is washed out because this bottle is like very, very shiny. It's shiny. Okay, there you go. Oh no. Anyway, this right here. This right here, guys, is not a celebrity perfume. Even if she made this, I don't give a crap what anyone says. This is not a celebrity fragrance. This could have been done by any top brand in the world of perfume, and we all would be honoring it and calling it a feat. Why do I like this so much? It kind of tricks your nose. And that's what I liked about Victoria Beckham making a fragrance like this, because after smelling her line of fragrances, I really respect it. I really respect her because she's not just a celebrity slapping her name on product to make money off of ignorant people or off a fan base that just wants to support anything with her name on it. She's making fragrances people need to wear. This one and her dirtiest, I think it's called Sweet 302. Those two are ridiculous. But this is the summer scent, guys. It's fresh, it's spicy, it's green. And when I mean green, I mean green. When this fragrance dries down, it smells like a grass stain. It starts off fruity. It starts off very fruity. And when I look at the notes of this scent, I thought there was a lot more fruit in it than this. But this fragrance has bergamot, black pepper, sea notes, amber, incense, musk, vetiver, and patchouli. It is a beautifully done green fragrance with an aquatic lean. And that's the reason why it's in this bottle. Interesting fact, I can imagine a brand like Tom Ford making this easily. Easily. It smells like something beautiful. It's just hard to put it into words. This fragrance and Macanudo from Maison Detto are beautifully green fragrances, although this one is not as niche as Macanudo by Maison Detto, another fragrance most people ignore but shouldn't. But Neroli, I would say that that's more of a fall, spring. This is killing for the summer. But you could wear this in the spring, summer, fall, and the winter, because there is a depth and a darkness to this as well. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan. So Will, yeah, Neroli Portofino is insane as me. Oh yes, Artisan Pure. Thank you, bro. Neroli Portofino, in my opinion, is beautiful. But the thing I'm a little bit, I love Neroli Portofino, but it's a fragrance that I have to take with me because I need to reapply after a few hours. And also, it's a Neroli that's very citrus forward. Neroli Pleine Sud, what makes that so different is that it's spice forward, not citrus forward. Usually Neroli is paired with a ton of pulp, a ton of juicy citrus to kind of enhance the orange tree nature of that note. But to mix that note with a ton of spice and woods gives Neroli a unique twist that has not been done before Neroli Pleine Sud. So yeah, you have to smell it, guy. I'm telling you, Will, you will absolutely be impressed. It is next level. But yeah, back to this. I really think she did an amazing job with Portofino 97. It is a beautifully done blue fragrance with a green blue fruitiness to it. I don't know how they were able to get bergamot to get across this sweet. It definitely smells like there's more fruit in this than what meets the eye. But, you know, Fragrantica always thinks they know more than they do. I really dig this fragrance. I'm impressed. I think she is really killing it with that fragrance. And it's gonna stay. I actually have a client, I have a coworker that wears that fragrance crazily, right? And we were getting off the train, but she was ahead of me. And she was walking like about, I would say like 10 to 15 feet in front of me. And I'm following her behind her. And I swear to you guys, her trail was grabbing my nose and just luring me towards her. Like as she was walking, I could smell her 15 feet behind me. I'm not playing. That is Neroli 97, guys. A scent that definitely is really unique and interesting. Doesn't smell like anything you've smelled before. Very well done. Guys, last but not least, Mind Games. Whoo, Mind Games. So first of all, Mind Games to me reminds me a lot of what Parfum de Marly is doing, but they're doing it way better. To me, Mind Games is... they came out with a fragrance called Vieri. Vieri by Mind Games, guys. And pardon that you might not be able to see this, but Vieri by Mind Games is probably one of the most impressive citrus-forward fragrances that you can possibly own. It is so good. It is so good. Why is it so good, guys? It's a citrus with musk with a warm base. It's a musky citrus with a warm base. It has lemongrass, lemon, and pepper. So of course it is a little bit spicy in the top. It also has tea, camellia, red fruits, and peony. I'm a huge fan of tea, as you all know. The base is amberwood, incense, and musk. Vieri is a very impressive, a very impressive citrus. It is, my goodness. I noticed the tea as soon as I spray it in the air. It is so complex, guys. And that's not something, I can taste it. That's not something you can say a lot about a lot of these fresh fragrances. It is, it is really well done. Man, it is refreshing. It is deep. There's a lot of depth in this fragrance. It has a lot of character. There's not a lot of sweetness here. I would say the sweetest fragrance that I've talked about could be the Frederic Malle, followed by Turquoise, Blue Turquoise by Armani Prive, and Drop, and then Blue Talisman. This is not a sweet citrus. This is a citrus fragrance, guys, that is just very spicy as well, very green. Oh, man. I just keep spraying it, right? Like I don't smell this mist of ness, you know. Anyway, guys, Vieri is, I think, a sleeper in the line of Mind Games. A lot of people are focused on Blockade, which I also could have added to this list. People are into Queening, Leonor. There's a lot of fragrances from the house Mind Games that could be very easily worn and lovable to most folks, most tastes. I do feel like their brand is like what I would expect from a high-end niche designer brand. So, you know, think like, you know, like a Prive line from a designer brand, basically. So they're niche in terms of their quality level, their distinctiveness, but they're not what I would describe as interesting or weird. But this is very interesting. They're actually, a lot of them are interesting. Blockade, I've never smelled mango and oud in a combo before. That's a very interesting scent. So let me take that back. But my point being is that their fragrances come across very wearable, very approachable. It doesn't take a lot of fragrance experience to appreciate or to understand what they're doing. So that's one of the reasons why I feel like their brand is just very hard to hate. Very hard to hate. They have something, I think, for everyone, and I really enjoy the way this smells. So yeah, had to put you on to Vieri. Vieri by Mind Games, the 10th baddest scent in Bergdorf for the summer. Absolutely no game. And when I mean bad, I mean good. Bad, like it is, as in it is insane. It's a bad fragrance. Actually, it's an insane fragrance. I don't mean bad like what you think I mean. It is just major. The price point is a little high on this, $375 for a 100 ml bottle. But if you're gonna spend money on a citrus, this is the citrus you want to spend money on. I love it. I just think it's so well done. Just beautiful. Incense, musk, amberwood, peony. Not a lot of fragrances made for men have peony in it. This could be a fragrance men and women could easily wear as well. So anyone could put that on and smell their best. Out of all of these, I would say they're all my favorites. I don't have one that I love more than the other. I think they're all very, very well designed, well crafted fragrances that will allow you to smell very expensive this summer. You will not smell like Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana forever, whatever the hell. You will not smell like any clean, basic fragrances you could easily find in a Sephora or a Macy's. Not knocking those stores, I'm just saying none of these smell like something you could easily buy. Although I do feel like Drop is probably the most approachable, I've smelled that, but this is done in a lot better ways than what you smelled previously, so I had to add this. And of course, yeah, they're just all insane, guys. I'm curious to know what fragrances you're going to be wearing this summer, what summer scents are going to be your focus. I would really, really like to know. You don't like mind games, supply and demand? Why? Why you don't like them, bro? I'm curious. I know they're definitely not for everyone. Absolutely not. But I do feel like there's a lot of fragrances in mind games that will easily appeal to most tastes. They do have a lot of fruity options, though. It's a very fruit-forward house, and some people won't like that. So, yeah, that's probably why. Is that why you don't like it, Supply, bro? Are you not a fan of the sweetness? Are you not a fan of the fruit aspect of mind games? They did come out with a lot of fragrances very, very fast. Like they came out with 20 perfumes in 2 years. They started in 2022 with 10 fragrances. And now they came out with 10 points in 2023. I'm curious what they'll do next. You know, how do you release that level of perfumes? It's a lot. I had to take my time too, because like their fragrances are, so if you let's put it like this: if you smell a bunch of mind game fragrances at one time, at some point they'll all start to smell the same. But that's not a bad thing. They have an aesthetic, again, that's theirs. Definitely a fruit-forward brand, and their fragrances will fit most tastes. Like if you're a man that likes fresh scents, you'll like them. If you like darker fragrances, you'll like them. If you're a woman that loves to smell like fresh, clean fruits or like clean musks, they have options for you. Their scent Jadoub by Mind Games. That's biteable. That's some biteable stuff right there. I'm just saying. It's good. It's really, really good. So anyway, guys, so I just wanted to share these with you just to recap. Clive Christian, Town and Country, insane. One of my favorite freshies because of the strength, the character, and the uniqueness of this perfume. Town and Country is not a dupe, and I love this. Let's see. Again, Frederic Malle by Acne Studios. Acne Studios by Frederic Malle. Really beautiful, clean, musky, aldehydic fragrance. Done beautifully. Very, very clean. Very sweet also. But the sweetness calms down after an hour and it smells insane. The next one is called Bleu Turquoise. Bleu Turquoise by the house Armani Prive. Armani Prive, very underrated, but shouldn't be one of the best designer niche houses in the world of fragrance. In the top 3, in my opinion. And I really love them. I would even put them in the top 2. Why? Because no one focuses on them. Most people ignore them. So I love brands that make great product that most people ignore. I smell more unique when I consider that. So love this fragrance. Blue Turquoise, salty vanilla, done excellently. And definitely the first of the solar floral fragrances. One of the first solar florals made, in my opinion, and done very, very well. Search by Amouage, incensey citrus, very, very, very characterful, very, very niche. Kind of something I slept on, but I'm glad I didn't, and I'm glad I gave it a shot because I love, love, love it now. Agua Drop by Loewe. The fragrance is called Drop. It's from the Agua collection or the Agua line from Loewe. And yeah, just a beautiful fragrance. Very clean, no muss, no fuss. Probably the easiest scent of all 10 of these fragrances that I shared with you today. Very beautiful. Iake, Memo Paris, beautiful, tart, rindy citrus, juicy, full of depth, full of depth. There's a lot going on here. Should not be ignored. One of the newest fragrances, if not the newest scent from the house of Memo. Blue Talisman, ex Nihilo. Easy breezy citrus, very lovable, easy to like. This fragrance was literally, it's in such demand that it was literally sold out worldwide for a while. We got some, so if you're into it, let me know. We also have Neroli Pleine Soude from the house Guerlain. One of the best Neroli fragrances ever made, in my opinion, and I'm not playing. A lot of people who don't get it will not agree, but if you smell Neroli perfumes, you'll get why this is special, and it is absolutely special. It is no game. It is just very elegant, clean, soapy Neroli with spice. Nothing to play with. Neroli, Portofino, I should say, 97 by Victoria Beckham, a sleeper, a fragrance most people will ignore, that shouldn't be. It is really, really, really well done. And you can get this fragrance from me at Bergdorf Goodman. It's one of the only places you can find this scent. And it is beautiful. Forgive me for the washed out nature, but it is what it is. And of course, Vieri, last but not least, from the house Mind Games. Guys, all of these are available at Bergdorf Goodman. If you're interested in any of them, I would be honored to show you some really beautiful fragrances, and it would really be it would be an honor to show you some beautiful, beautiful perfumes here in the store. And there's so many more fragrances that I could have chose, but these really have been making a lot of impact on me over the last few weeks. These are fragrances that I've been wearing a lot during the day while I'm in the store, and they all impress me. They all impress me, and they're all impressive. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to put you on to some amazing fragrances from this store. I really, really hope you enjoyed them. I'm really, really excited to show them to you, and come to the store whenever you get a chance. If you can't come to the store, let me bring the store to you. Just email me at simplyputscents@gmail.com. Options that you'd like to try, and we'll figure it out. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much for joining this video, guys. I'm really, really, really grateful and appreciative. I'm going to start doing more videos on Thursdays as opposed to Wednesdays, because I'm off now during Wednesdays and Tuesdays. So you'll always find me in the store other than those 2 days. And yeah, it would be an honor to show you some other options, guys. Yeah. Anyway, I'm that cologne guy E, and this is Simply Put Scents. Oh boy. And I'm OUT, guys. Have a lovely one. Peace. Oh yeah, and I've been hearing some great things about Town and Country too. Ricky Tomatoes, my 3 top Italian fragrances. Ooh, man. Oh, guys, do you know? Oh, man, real quick, and I think I'll do this real fast.
Be nice. You guys can sit together.
So guys, this is a womp womp or the lady. It depends on what you think. It depends on if you hate the brand or if you love the brand. But guess what? Tiziana Terenzi, I'm hearing that they're leaving the United States. I'm not understanding what's going on, but Tiziana Terenzi is leaving Bergdorf Goodman for sure. If you are someone who loved Tiziana Terenzi fragrances and you are someone who wanted to purchase new bottles, not old stock that is on discount shelves, discounted website shelves, please let me know, because we have all of Tiziana Terenzi fragrances off 25%. Again, Tiziana Terenzi is going to be literally 25% off all options in Bergdorf Goodman. It's already marked down. And I think the reason is because that brand is leaving the US. Very sad, very shocking news. That's kind of like a rumor I need to confirm, but that's what I heard from a couple of very, very reliable sources. So kind of shocking. But yeah, Tiziana Terenzi, I'm sad about that. I know most of you, some of you won't be though. But yeah, if you love Tiziana Terenzi, let me know. I'll hook you up. Take care, guys.